Dr. Joe Show, having a conversation about a very important topic.
Very important with Jim Wahlberg here and Tony, who's been through it personally, and Jim certainly. What's the response been like? You've shown it now, if only, and other films too. I mean, this isn't just a one and done. We were very honored just a few weeks ago to have Cheryl Buchanan and Stephen Kennedy Smith on, and some of their folks from.
Those are my friends.
From In Their Shoes.
Yeah, those are my friends.
Which is also, an amazing thing. So is this your mission now to?
Well, yeah. I mean, I just in the screening, I talk about that day when I met these people, and the guilt of thinking that I could just walk away, right?
We're talking about back in that funeral scene.
Back in that funeral scene, back 5 years ago. Yeah. I mean, I'm a person that's been clean and sober for a long, long time, right? And on an individual basis.
But can I just say congratulations, because that's not easy. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and you deserve to get some acknowledgement for that.
I'm not gonna stop you from acknowledging it.
Well, let me acknowledge it, Jim.
Well, it's cool. It's all good. I always feel a little weird for finally doing what I'm supposed to.
But I just want to point out once more that you're in recovery.
Yeah.
Which is not the same. Some people say they're recovered.
Yeah.
Or I'm recovering.
Yeah.
So these three words. So recovery. Can you just real quick? What recovery for you?
For
Why
me,
recovery and
today,
not recovered?
My recovery is contingent on my spiritual condition today.
Okay.
Okay. So although I have 30 some odd years of experience, it's all about what am I doing today? Yeah. What am I doing today to be of service to others? What am I doing today to have a connection with the God of my understanding? And do I have my hand out? Do I have my hand out to the next person? And at that point in my life, I might have had my hand out a little bit, to this guy over here because I really like him, or to this young lady here because I really like her, or I know her, or they're from my community, or whatever. But at that time when so much was going on, I just felt like I got to be able to do something. What can I do, right? And I had no idea that it would be what I ended up doing, right? Because, again, my goal was, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make this movie, start this conversation if I can, I give the movie to them, and I'll go back to my job. And I felt like if these people can get out of bed, get in their car, drive, some of them 3 and 4 hours in 2.5 feet of snow, right, to help tell a story and to help people acknowledge that this thing is real and that their family was as important as anybody else's family, and they're never going to have their child be at another Christmas or another Thanksgiving or another anything else. If it was important enough for them to do that, then it's important enough for me to try to do more, right? And I didn't make any commitment that day other than I'm just going to say yes. Whatever you want of me, I'm just going to say yes, and then I'm going to figure it out. Because I'm going to be honest with you, and only some of the people in the room will identify with what I have to say. People that listening might not. Every bit of my fiber wants to say no. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be in Marshfield in the cold. I want to be home. I live in Florida. I want to be home, laying next to my wife, getting ready to go to bed. But I only made the commitment to say yes. And I learned that from other people. That's all. I just watched them do what they do and watch them say yes, right? I had to learn how to do that. And I just said, I'll just say yes and then figure it out. And most of the work is done by somebody else. Most of the work's done by Ashley back here. I say yes, and then I go ahead and make it happen, Ashley, because I don't know, how to make that happen. So it's more of a group effort than it looks.
But you know what pops into my head, because I'm a psychiatrist, I can't help this. How many times had you said yes from the age of 8 on? Yes, I'll do this. Yes, I'll try that drug. Yes, I'll try. And now it's a different yes. I mean, there's a different power to this word than there was before. And this is more folks than say, just say no. It's not that simple to just say no.
Yeah.
So that yes now takes on a whole nother meaning for you than it did before. I mean, what do I know? I'm just meeting
Well,
you. But
you know, I've had some great examples in my life of people that said yes. I was in prison in Massachusetts. People say, well, their addiction, they lost a weekend, they lost a month, they lost a summer. I lost the 80s, right?
And can I just jump in? Because
Yeah.
I hear this, and I say to people, don't let anybody say, look what you lost.
Yeah.
You gave it away,
Yeah.
and you're taking it back.
So in the space of yes, I was in MCI Concord, and Mother Teresa came to the prison that I was in.
Whoa.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
And that was her message, was her yes, right? It was just the yes. And I mean, that one singular event absolutely changed my life. Not so much at the moment. I was completely moved and blown away by what I was in the presence of and who I was in the presence of, and really felt like I was seeing God. But in hindsight, looking back over my life, I know today without a shadow of a doubt, she was sent there specifically for me. Right? God, I think God was showing off that day. He was like, you're not listening. I keep trying to help you and push you in the right direction and pulling you towards me, and you're not coming. So I'm going to show off a little bit. I'm going to send my number one assistant to that prison, right? And it changed me in a way that no other thing has ever changed me.
That's an incredible story.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you so much for sharing that story. I mean, this is powerful. So, what now?
I have no idea. We just, what now?
Yes.
So we got a few things going on. And again, I say we like I'm not like there's more than one person living in my head. There's a lot of people around me that help me to try to make the most out of this little bit of time that we have to try to make a difference. So right now I don't know, about 80% of the way of writing a book. It's done. We're going back and forth editing, and the publisher has got it. And so I just feel like I think my story is a story that people can relate to, and I think that I'm just hoping to translate that need for us to say yes, right, and to just. I mean, that's how you have to have the opportunity to be of service, but it starts with saying yes. People say, will you help me do this? Will you help me do that? I always want to say no. You call my wife right now. She'll say, hey, can we go to the park? I still say no, even though I want to go to the park. Something inside me just wants to say no, right? And so it's work for me sometimes to say yes. I have to get the word out before I can think. Right? And then I have to figure out how to follow through with it. So I'm writing a book. We just finished another film on addiction, and it's my first. It's a faith-based film on addiction. So it's a different it's a different journey for the people and the family that's involved. And I did both that film and the book I'm doing with Our Sunday Visitor, which is a Catholic publishing company out of Indiana. And Cheryl was here, Cheryl Buchanan, and so we have the documentaries out, and we're actually taking another look at the documentary. We have some interest from some folks in Hollywood. They have some interest in the documentary, and most people in Hollywood only like their own ideas. So they have some ideas about what it would look like if we cut it another way, and maybe they can find a home for it. So we're excited about that, and we're just trying to show up.
There's so great a need for this, now.
Stretch the kindness, rush with madness. Is it sadness or just a show?